Hi guys, today we're going to be going through the 14 ways to stay more hopeful during uncertain times. Off the back of the coronavirus and the way that it is affecting everybody, not just the people that are in Melbourne, but everyone in Australia and globally. We want to talk about how we can control how we feel about the uncontrollables and stay a little bit more hopeful and optimistic during times where our health and our jobs potentially could be at risk. For those of you who don't know who we are or who have never met us before, my name's Carrie.
I'm Pete.
We're from Wabi Sabi Coaching. We're life coaches. We do specialize in relationships and healing. So today, once again, we want to go through the 14 ways that you can feel more hopeful during uncertain times. We're in Melbourne and we understand, or we're hoping that some of the restrictions will be lifted next week. We don't know what that's going to look like. And we just want to help everyone manage their feelings around that and manage expectations and control the controllables. So we've got a slideshow that we're going to go through, which is the 14 ways to feel more hopeful. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick. It's really a double-edged sword, because how do you feel more hopeful about your future when your health and your job may be at risk? We understand that this looks a little bit differently for everyone. It may sound far-fetched, but you can be upbeat in any circumstance. Rather than denying reality, healthy optimism is about facing the facts and accepting your emotions. The difference is that you generate a sense of hope to coexist with your doubts and the fears.
Overcoming discouragement may require some effort, but the benefits are enormous. Hope increases motivation, so you're more likely to persevere and succeed. For a fuller life, try these 14 ideas for creating a brighter tomorrow.
So building hope by managing stress. There's a powerful connection between our body and our mind. When daily stresses pile up, it can trigger inflammation and other health issues. It's easy to feel hopeful when you adapt habits that keep you strong and fit. So try these ideas. The first one is practice self-care. Maintain your health with a balanced diet and regular exercise. Stick to consistent bedtimes and aim for about 8 hours of sleep each night. Do the things that make you happy and make you feel loved. So things like, I love having long hot baths. I love to go for long walks. I love the sun, going outdoors, all that kind of stuff. So think of things and practice self-care, the things that make you feel loved and cared for.
The second one there is think positive. So look for the bright side in any situation. Notice the pleasant things that happen each day, like hugs from your children and colourful sunsets. The fresh air, weather, it's all starting to warm up again, coming into spring. So try and get out there as much as you can and just take it all in. All of these things, you'd be surprised how good you actually really feel with a little bit of sun on your face.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 3 is learn from experience. Disappointments and setbacks can work to your advantage when you view them as teachable moments. Figure out what you can do differently next time to achieve the outcomes that you want. So just remembering that life is a journey. It is a series of lessons and experiences, and sometimes we just need to understand and just really get to the bottom of why am I feeling this way? What is the lesson here? And have a bigger, more of an outside view looking down, rather than being stuck in the detail of the actual moment or what you're actually going through.
So next one, shift your focus. So you can empower yourself by concentrating on the factors that you can control. So just let the rest of it go. Sort out your priorities and devote your resources to the areas that will deliver the greatest return.
Yeah, that's a really great one, actually. Set goals. Create specific and meaningful objectives to strive for. Goals provide guidance and help you organize your life. They also create clarity around what you actually want. So in our vault, actually, we have Warren Buffett's guide to creating goals, and it's actually really quite interesting in the way that he sorts out goals, so we can have multiple goals in your life, but then how to actually break them down and work out which ones actually are meaningful to you and which ones you actually really want to strive for and actually do.
A really important one is to take breaks. So leisure time matters too. So avoid being burnt out by allowing yourself plenty of downtime each day. So just stop for a cup of tea or coffee, do a few stretches, organize a morning tea with your team or a friend via FaceTime or Zoom. All of these things really help with getting through the day and just breaking it up a little bit. So there's plenty of things that you can be creative with and try.
Yeah, absolutely. And just remembering to switch off. When you're working from home, remembering to switch off, take all your breaks that you're entitled to, and set out and organize your day. Number 7 is laugh. Humor helps to keep you calm and happy. Watch funny movies and share jokes with friends. We can strongly recommend that if you have not watched Schitt's Creek on Netflix, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a really good one. You'll love it.
Yeah, and it's easy to watch. So it's something that you can just have on and just watch as you're doing other things. It's not something that you really need to concentrate on. And pretty much every line is a line. So it's real funny and easy to watch.
The next one is meditate. So your spiritual faith can be a major source of hope and motivation. So develop a daily practice and search for a community online or in your group of friends where you can enjoy and support your friendship circles. It's really good just to escape and just tune everything out.
Yeah, and just switch off. Just, sometimes you may only have 15 minutes a day to yourself, and just really utilizing that 15 minutes to get the best out of it would be to do something like meditate. So what we would recommend is we have actually in our vault, which we'll talk about later, our free member vault, we have meditation music that you can actually download straight to your phone, or you can listen to as you log in and just start that meditation. We've got a guide in there as well about how to start a meditation practice. And just not overthink it. Don't. The whole point of it is to switch off and to try and stop the thinking process that we have, and that constant, like almost addiction that we have to just keep thinking and thinking or keep worrying when we're in these states of mind. We've got some really great tips in there about how to start, and just start small. If you can only do a minute, then that's fine. Don't beat yourself up if you find your mind starting to wander. Identifying that and bringing it back into that state of meditation, and you'll just get, like everything, the more you practice it, the better you get at it.
Yeah, every day just try a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just increase it if you need to, a minute here and 2 minutes there, 3 minutes there. It all counts, and it does really well for your mental state. So yeah,
absolutely. And I think the meditation music that we have in the vault, some of them are only 7 minutes long, so that some of them are short, nice little short bursts of meditation that you could perhaps do twice, and then we've got the longer ones there for as you develop your practice there.
Building hope by practicing kindness. When you're burdened by your own concerns, thinking about others can be a relief. So taking your mind off your troubles for a while may help you get unstuck. You also gain a lot of confidence by showing yourself that you have a positive impact on your world. We have a few strategies, so you can try and use these.
The first one is cultivate gratitude. Being thankful provides a strong foundation for hope and other positive thoughts. Make a list of the blessings in your life. Let others know about how much you appreciate them. We have in our member vault as well a free gratitude journal that you can download. I think it's 53 pages with gratitude prompts to help you find things in your day or in your situation or in that current moment to be grateful for. I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. It's something that you can just flick through and just have a look and be like, no, that's something that I can really resonate with today and be grateful for X, Y, Z. And it just helps you in that way. It's not a document that you go through front to back in order. It's just something you can flip through, and just when you're finding it really difficult to be positive, or finding it really difficult to find something to be grateful for, the prompts in there are so incredibly helpful.
Number 2 is give generously. Use your strength and resources to help others. So perform favors for your neighbor and community. You can lend a hand to your co-workers when they're busy and you've got a little bit of spare time. All of these things are really appreciated, and it just makes you feel a bit better as well just by giving. We try it all the time, and it really does help us.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got great neighbours, and it's a great way to get to know your neighbours as well if you haven't already done that. So 3 is volunteer services. So if you're in a situation where you may have been laid off, or you're trying to find work at the moment, or your hours have been reduced, another thing that you could do is volunteer services. So if you have that extra time, you could reach out to your local community, or speak to your neighbours and all that kind of stuff, and just see if anyone needs a hand with anything, or if you have a particular skill, getting online and going into local community groups and offering advice or support to others that are struggling during COVID or don't have any friends or are very, very isolated. We personally know of quite a few people who just got to Melbourne, didn't know anyone, didn't have a job when COVID hit, and they've been stuck trying to network online and have very much isolated. So there are people that you can easily find online in Facebook groups. Or even use any other type of social media. And if you see people that are, struggling with something particular that you can talk to or you can help, then absolutely that's something that you can do as well. And that's another thing that makes us feel better.
Another easy one is just do extra chores. So you can be considerate of others when even leaving home. So, surprise your partner by vacuuming the stairs for them when it's their turn, or, just
do the dishes when it's my turn.
Yeah, bit of washing here and there, and
all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So just doing extra things around the house. And like, we've seen some amazing people, build gardens and veggie beds. And like, if you into growing your own veggies, now is the time to start sowing a lot of seeds.
All of those things that have been put off for so many months because you've been so busy at work.
Yeah, or years even. Yeah, things that have been left on the shelf.
Now's the time to do it.
Be nice online. So we spoke before about how you can find communities online to share your experiences with or to offer support. But the internet's it's a funny place, isn't it? So sometimes users speak harshly because they feel that they're anonymous or that they can hide behind their screens. Turn things around by complimenting others and discussing issues politely. Like, that's a skill that we really need to learn if we haven't already learned it. The new norm seems to be, interviews online, meetings online, dating online, all this kind of stuff. So our online presence and how we come across online is a skill that we really need to master. And it's something that can start now. So we've just got to be mindful of the way that we come across when we're talking online or in meetings, how we're going to construct meetings or sessions where everyone gets a fair go and we don't talk over the top of each other, and have really productive meetings online as well. So I'm always a big believer of give more than you take in groups, help people share your experiences and make friends online. You definitely can do it. We've been doing it. We've had a lot of people reach out to us, and we've also sought people online as well to connect with.
Which leads us into the next one, connecting with others. Ordinary socializing. You've got to give everyone your full attention when they're talking with them, validate their feelings and experiences, take pleasure in their happiness and accomplishments. It does go a long way when you're, getting to know somebody and just making that ultimate connection with them and just hearing what they have to say, and vice versa, hearing what you have to say.
Yeah, and take the time to connect. Like, it's a different feeling. It's, doing it online, sometimes we have to put more emphasis and stuff, and sometimes it's a little bit harder. We have to be a little bit more creative, like Pete said before, but there are definitely ways to connect with others online, or by going and seeing your neighbor or reaching out and stuff like that. So we've seen some really, really cute situations of ways that people have connected or made an experience with somebody else, or for birthdays and stuff like that. So we've seen people that have dated online, where they've sent like menu log or Uber Eats to the other date's house and had that Zoom meeting or date or FaceTime or whatever. And it's just, be creative. Just think outside the box. You can still have these experiences online. And if you're worried about, if in the situation of dating online, if you're worried about, giving out your address so your date can send you a meal or whatever it is.
Maybe just wait a couple of weeks after speaking with them and then give them the address. Not straight away.
The other thing that you can do is you can actually provide vouchers, right? And they can then organise their own meal or something like that, or get something delivered themselves. So there's a lot of gift vouchers, there's hampers, there's cheese platters, there's wines, there's all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be a meal. It can just be a bottle of wine, or someone really loves tea and biscuits or scones or something like that. Scones, who says that? Scones. You can say that. You can say whatever it is, whatever you like to do. What would you normally do? You can even go on zoo dates online and stuff like that. So you can, check out the local zoo and I don't know, whatever you ordinarily do, you can actually have an experience online.
Living with hope. Just remember, even dark days have their bright moments. These strategies will help you develop the wisdom and courage to keep striving and hope for positive results.
Absolutely. So we hope that was helpful for you guys. The other thing that we have to offer you guys is to sign up to our free vault of resources that will assist you with pretty much all areas of your life. We have 8 main pillars that we work within, and our vault is split up into those pillars. So family, relationships, leadership, career, personal development, grief and loss, mental health. I don't know if I've left anything else.
Family and
yeah. All of that in there. So and then we have affirmations, meditation, music, how to use affirmations, and they're another powerful way to turn your mind to be more positive. So we'll link it below where you can sign up for the vault. There's so much information in there. So if you have some free time where you want to do some personal development, but you don't know what area of your life you'd like to start to develop, going into the vault and starting to go through the archive of all the information and videos and resources that we have in there might help you decide on an area that you'd like to focus on. Excellent. So that's it from us. All right, guys, have a great week, and fingers crossed for us in Melbourne of what restrictions we'll have that may be released next week. If not, we're all good because we've got some resources, aren't we? All good.